Michael Jordan enjoyed a lot of recognition during his playing time. The 6-time champion was a phenomenon in the NBA. The legacy created by his airness with the Chicago Bulls was bestowed upon us in a digital manner, which pleased a lot of fans. The Last Dance certainly hyped up the world about who MJ was and the mountains he had to scale to establish his presence at the top. However, not all of them were fans of MJ's heroics. The Jumpman's high-flying dunks and elegant jump boots seemed just normal for a few. While it's hard to believe it, the fact remains to be the same. One among the people who never really found MJ to be the GOAT that many touts him to be is Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was drafted to the NBA back in 1997. The San Antonio Spurs legend Tim Duncan started playing in the NBA the season Michael Jordan led the Chicago Bulls to their 6th NBA championship, and when Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls were ruling the league, Tim was able to play against the best of the best in his long career. Tim Duncan came into the league as the #1 overall draft pick in 1997 for the San Antonio Spurs. Duncan averaged 21.1 points during his rookie campaign, winning the Rookie of the Year award. Duncan played 19 seasons for the Spurs, winning 5 NBA titles. In his career, Duncan was a 3-time Finals MVP, 2-time regular season MVP, 14-time All-Defensive Team, and 14-time NBA All-Star. Duncan retired in 2016 and averaged 19 points per game while shooting 50.6% from the field and 69.6% from the free throw line. After finishing his illustrious career, Tim Duncan will be remembered as the best power forward in NBA history and a player who was fortunate enough to play basketball over a span of 3 decades. Back in 1998, San Antonio Spurs rookie Tim Duncan told media personality Dan Patrick that he wasn't a huge fan of Michael Jordan. While Duncan respected Jordan, the big fundamentals said back in the day he wasn't impressed by MJ. The Tim Duncan on Michael Jordan comment made by the Spurs legend is still talked about today. In the interview, Duncan was asked about Jordan and how everyone in the media and among the fans was impressed with him. In his own style, Duncan said he was one of the rare people who didn't find Michael Jordan impressive, and he wasn't infatuated with his presence after the first encounter. Tim Duncan did appear on the Dan Patrick Show in 1998, where he talked about the NBA legend. Patrick asked Duncan if he was a Jordan fan, to which Duncan said no. When asked why, Duncan said it was because everyone else was a fan of him. He further added that it wasn't only because everyone else was a fan back then, it was because he did not like Michael Jordan. When Patrick questioned him further, Duncan stated that he respected Jordan but was not impressed by the Chicago Bulls legend. He further explained that there is no one in the world that really impresses him. The exact words the big fundamentals said back in the day, via Stephen Bondy of the New York Daily News: "Patrick, that's it. You met Jordan?" Duncan: "But Jordan's Jordan. I've always respected him, but I've never been a fan of his." Patrick: "Why aren't you a fan of Jordan's?" Duncan: "Because everybody else is." Patrick: "Oh, so you don't like Michael Jordan because everybody else does?" Duncan: "No, I don't like Michael Jordan because I don't like Michael Jordan. You got me wrong there. I respect Michael Jordan." Patrick: "You respect him, you just don't like him?" Duncan: "I'm just somebody that isn't impressed by him. There really isn't anybody in the world I am impressed with." While Duncan never talked about his comment again, reports stated that he did not really dislike Jordan and respected the Bulls legend. However, fans believe that Duncan was maybe not a fan of the hype surrounding Jordan when he joined the league. During Duncan's rookie year, Jordan had also commented on the Spurs legend. In an interview, Jordan stated that Duncan was the most fundamental all-around big man, and the NBA should not sleep on him. Tim Duncan isn't impressed by pretty much anyone, not even Michael Jordan. That shouldn't come as a particular surprise. Duncan's unassuming nature and lengthy list of NBA accolades don't make him one likely to stand in awe of the greatness of others. But yeah, tell us how you really feel, Timmy. It's certainly a departure from the perpetual lauding of Jordan that's become the norm over the decades since his retirement, especially from fellow NBA greats. But at the end of the day, you absolutely must respect the level of brand-conscious indifference to something seemingly everybody else loves, exhibited by Duncan here. However, Duncan still had respect for the mighty achievements scaled by Jordan. He wanted to replicate the same. Tim Duncan then went on to become one of the greatest players in NBA history. MJ even rightly predicted Duncan's success as early as his rookie year in the league. Tim Duncan wound up winning 5 championships with the Spurs, falling one short of Michael Jordan's 6th title with the Chicago Bulls. It's a little surprising to revisit this quote. While Duncan doesn't outright say he hates Jordan, the Spurs icon sort of insinuated all the hoopla around MJ was overblown back in the 90s. However, Duncan is a big man who probably didn't watch a lot of tape on Jordan growing up, since the two Hall of Famers played different positions. Jordan's impact on basketball can't be taken lightly.